Problem 3 on bilinear transformation is find a bilinear transformation that maps the points infinity, I, 0 in Z plane onto 0, I, infinity in W plane. The difference between the second problem and third problem is, in the second problem you add infinity only in W plane. But whereas here in this problem you have infinity in Z plane as well as in the W plane. So you have to find a bilinear transformation. So now what you do is you write down the cross ratio W minus W1 into W2 minus W3 in the numerator divided by W minus W3 into W2 minus W1. This will be Z minus Z1 into Z2 minus Z3 by Z minus Z3 into Z2 minus Z1. As usual, what you do is you name the points infinity, I and 0 as Z1, Z2, Z3 and W1 as 0, I as W2 and infinity as W3. So W3 is infinity and Z1 is infinity. So now what I do is I remove W3 in the left hand side. It will be W minus W1 into W2 by W3 minus 1. Okay. By when I remove W3 in the denominator, I will have W by W3 minus 1 into W2 minus W1. Okay. And here Z1 is infinity, so I will remove Z1 as a common factor. I will have Z by Z1 minus 1. Z2 minus Z3 will be there by Z1 into Z2 by Z1 minus 1, and this Z minus Z3 is retained. So now what I will do is I will reduce the terms. W3 can be striked out and W2 by W3 will become 0. W by W3 will also be 0. Z by Z1 will also be 0. Z2 by Z1 will also be 0. So the remaining terms will be like this. W minus W1 into minus 1 divided by, okay, I'll have minus 1 into W2 minus W1. This will be minus 1 into Z2 minus Z3 divided by Z minus Z3 into minus 1. Okay. Minus 1 become plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 will become minus 1 by minus 1 become plus 1. So I will have W minus W1 by W2 minus W1. This I can rewrite. This is equal to Z2 minus Z3 by Z3 minus Z minus Z3. I will have this Z z2 minus z3 by z minus z3. This will give you w minus 0 by w2 will be I minus 0, z2 is I, z3 is 0 by z minus 0. So this will give you w is equal to I squared by z, which will be minus 1 by z. So the transformation is w is equal to minus 1 by z. So you can easily check in this. When I substitute z is equal to 0, I will have infinity. And when I substitute z is equal to infinity, automatically it will become 0. And when I substitute z is equal to I will have minus 1 by I. And when I multiply and divide with I will have w is equal to I. So the key to find the bilinear transformation when one of the points that has been given to us is infinity, you just remove that term in the cross ratio both in the numerator and denominator, and take the remaining terms or remaining points and simplify it in the form w is equal to az plus b by cz plus d. This completes the solution of this particular problem.